Thanks for coming here today. I appreciate you being here. I wanted to speak about the Boeing statement yesterday of their study on the Wichita facility regarding the Boeing military's presence there. Just a quick bit of history on this. The Kansas and the Kansas delegation at the federal level has spent the last decade working with Boeing to secure the tanker contract. I was a part of that. We worked long and hard to get that tanker contract. It's the largest military contract in the history of the world for Boeing. We pushed back aggressively against Airbus. This went up, back and forth 3 times, the actual contracting did on this. Very lengthy item. While Boeing was competing for that contract, they stated this, and this is in their press release of April 10th. Let me get the exact date. April 30th, 2010. This was their statement. And while they were competing for this, they were talking about the number of U.S. jobs that this would create. In this press release, Boeing on that date, they stated this, quote, Boeing employees working at the Wichita, Kansas site will play an important role in modifying commercial 767 airplanes into new-gen military tankers if the company is selected for the contract, period. That was Boeing's direct statement on their stationery, April 30th of 2010. Wichita, Kansas site will play an important role in modifying commercial 767 airplanes into new-gen military tankers if the company is selected for the contract. They were selected for the contract. We're going to hold the Boeing company to these words. They are doing a study of their facility in Wichita. I appreciate that. I can understand that. But we are going to hold them to doing this work, a good portion of this work in Kansas, as they stated at that time. I am seeking, along with the congressional delegation for Kansas, meetings with the CEO of Boeing, Jim McNerney, and with their head of Boeing Defense, Dennis Muhlenberg, to talk about these items. I think it would be appropriate for that to take place. We've had communication. We are seeking an actual meeting. The entire congressional delegation for Kansas has been in communication. That delegation is unified in its position that Boeing should do this work, a major portion of it, in Wichita. A letter was put out yesterday, or a statement was put out, and a letter, I believe a letter, no, a statement was put out yesterday by the delegation. I joined as well, calling on Boeing to fulfill its promises that it made here. We will all push. I will push. The congressional delegation is going to push to see that these jobs are done in Wichita and that the next generation tankers, a substantial portion of that is built in Kansas and in the Wichita area, as Boeing committed to doing back in 2010 and for a long time prior to that. This is a serious matter. We want to continue to grow the aviation industry. It certainly has its challenges. The commercial side, as far as the large-scale commercial size, is going great right now. Orders for 737s and the pieces that we produce of that is doing quite well. General aviation is starting to pick back up. It's slower going, but I just met with the head of Cessna this morning, the CEO of Textron last week. It's looking up. We've got our challenges, though there's no question, and in the defense space, we've got to push and work hard. This is something we will do, and we'll do collectively, and we'll work together. The Wichita workforce is fabulous at this. And they've worked on a number of different military projects over the years, whether it's the airborne laser system, which is the most advanced, I believe one of the most advanced military weapons ever built, to Air Force One, its modification to tankers for other people, to this tanker. This is an excellent workforce that knows how to do this, and we're going to push that we get the work and we get it here.